Okay, so before we get into this, chat, when you have a one-on-one, I'm gonna look at you. Chat, I'm on stream. Guys, look, notice something very important. You have yet to subscribe to this channel. You need to do it right now. If not, everything you're gonna fish later, everything that you see this fishing right here, you're never gonna get blues. You're only gonna get grays. Never hit that VF blood. So please, subscribe to the channel. Help out a starving content. I don't do that. Alright, but if you do enjoy the content, please sub. A lot of you guys aren't sub right now, and you know, every little bit of support helps. Would appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Lenox, the mastermind herself, the whipping goddess, the first whip character in Eternal Return, and she is looking pretty damn strong. 100% going to receive a team nerf sometime soon. I have no doubt about that. But in solos though, which is kind of what we mostly talk about here, she's still looking really strong. Some people were thinking that she was kind of weak on the first day due to her routes being contested, but come on, if we're really judging off first day when everybody's playing a new character on a weapon that doesn't have that many variations, you're going to feel like the character's weak because you're going to do suboptimal things, and there's really only going to be one out of like 15 Lenoxes a game that are really going to survive. But now that we have a couple more days off under our belt, we've seen a few more variations of her build and her playstyles and leveling orders. We kind of have a better idea of where she kind of stands in the metagame, at least hypothetically. We don't really know until we really just get to see her flesh out over time. When we get her into ranked in a more competitive environment, then we have a better idea. But right now, in my personal opinion, I think she's freaking amazing. In solo, she is absolutely a bombshell of a character. She could do an absolute ton. In teams, she is just kind of running over people and needs an absolute, she's a team's monster. I mean, just look at her kit. She's a CC bomb. Everything in her kit spells CC damage or AoE, and trust me, that is what you want. And a disposition from her active skill, a pool that is just absolutely crazy. It's bonkers. You don't have these things on a character. This is like one of the reasons Stella was nerfed, because of how crazy her pick potential was. But enough of the little tangent here. Let's talk about Lenox's abilities. So to start us off, we have her passive, Bait and Tackle. The first part of her passive is very much a gimmick. Don't play around there unless you're just having some fun. But it's every time you fish, you can get an extra item. The ratios of this is very heavily skewed towards the gray, where you have an 86% chance, I believe, on the gray, probably like somewhere between 13 to 15 on the green, and then like a 3% on the blue. Somewhere the numbers are very off by like a couple percentages there. This can give you food, which is kind of what makes it really bad. So you can fish up. If you fish up cod, you can just get another cod. If you get a carp, you get another carp. You get some really bad foods. You get a ton of just miserable items that you really just don't want. So it is a gimmick. And then we have the second part of her passive, which is the real part of her passive here, Tackle. Every few seconds when you do a normal attack, you gain a shield that absorbs damage in relation to her max HP, which is really strong. This is a good passive just to even have. You don't really need to put points in it. Putting points in this only reduces the cooldown, which is really kind of just whatever, to be quite honest, when the rest of her kit is so strong. So like, let's look at the rest of it. So her Q, Recoil. This is an ability that does an AoE circle around her. If you've ever played League of Legends, it's going to be very reminiscent of Darius's Q, where on the outer edge of it is going to deal a ton of damage, and the closer you are inside is going to deal less damage. So this is going to be an ability all about spacing, and it's not as hard to hit when you realize that the rest of her kit allows you to set up for hitting these very easy and very frequently. But the big shtick here, this does this deals extra damage based on her max HP at the edge. I believe even at rank 1 it is 6 or 7%, which is massive. So that's why some people are opting to leave this at 1 point and maxing other abilities instead, which we will talk about skill order in a moment. Her W has multiple parts to this thing. The first part is a small inner circle, very similar to your Q, but it's on the very cusp of your character, very inner part of your character. The first part is going to be a slow, and the second part she's going to bring out her whip and piercing stab. The piercing stab will then silence people and increase your movement speed. So this thing has a slow, silence, and MS increase all in one ability. This thing is nuts. Some people are opting to even max this first. And then her last one is, well, let's not mince words here. This is Flay. You've ever played Thresh? This is Flay. Whiplash is as Flay can get. You put your mouse in a target direction and you flay your opponent. You can knock them back, knock them to you, and it slows them. This is going to be the high skill ability that everybody loves. It's going to separate the good Lenoxes from the great ones, and it's just really, really nice to see in this game. Blue Viper is her ultimate ability. So this has 2 hits to it. It's going to do a quick X slash, and each hit is going to deal damage and apply Blue Viper. If you hit them with both the parts of Blue Viper, it's going to increase the dot. So, the Blue Viper, what it does is pretty much, well, if you're running while you have this, you're going to bleed, and you're going to bleed a lot. At rank 1, this really is negligible, but once you get this up to rank 2 or even rank 3, this thing starts to hurt really, really bad. And this does actually have quite a bit of range on it, so you can shoot this raw from quite a distance, or you could use the rest of your kit to set up for this with the grappling whip, or the whiplash, or even the snake bite, since you have a slow knockback and, you know, a pool. You have a lot of ways to set up for this ability, but that just kind of covers her basic abilities. And then her new active, the first whip character in the game, she has well, it's just a pool. That's pretty much what we look at. It's a long range pull that deals damage to enemies you hit and it pulls them towards you. It's as simple and clean as that. It's a very nice active, especially if you have a character with no inherent gap closer. If she gets on you, it's going to be really, really hard to get her off of you, and she's going to kill you quite fast. So let's go talk about a couple things with Lenox. So one of the biggest things you're gonna notice right away is that she has some pretty severe SP issues if you do not compensate it with items, or if you're maxing out your Q. As you max out Q, the SP cost goes up really significantly, and if you don't have the SP pots for it or the SP items to help out with this, you're gonna be suffering big time. So this is why in some builds where we're going like pure CDR max, we're actually opting to max other abilities, namely in our W and our E, over the Q. But if we are going the amp style builds with the SP regeneration, then we will be opting to max our Q instead. So other little things you may notice here is that you can actually set up your ultimate pretty easily, like we mentioned before, with a hook into the ultimate, a fillet into the ultimate, or even just slowing them down and forcing them to use a mobility skill to get out of this. The ultimate is kind of easy to whiff at times, but with enough games under your belt, you'll get it down pretty easy. But that's kind of just it. There's really not too much crazy about Lenox. She's not like this crazy in-depth character with a lot of micromanaging. The really big thing is micromanaging your spacing, because you really, all your damage is coming from that Q. Despite it being rank 1 or rank 5, this thing hurts a ton, and getting that spacing just to hit him at the edge of that Q is going to be really, really important. And the way you're going to be doing this is getting that W down, either slowing them or speeding yourself up, or getting the silence. You need to hit this. This does so many things, or getting that flay off to keep him in the right position. In terms of power level, this character is easily at the top right now. In teams, she's at like God tier. In solo, she's A tier at minimum. She's extremely strong, and her routing's starting to clear up a lot better now. So with that being said, like, you can see that you're going to be seeing a lot more Lenoxes just do a lot better in the game, especially the people who are really sticking with her and learning all the ins and outs of her kit. Her damage is there, her CC is insane, she's really hard to kill. The main real issue you're really going to have with her is just those SP problems. That's kind of like the only real issue she has. She just has some SP problems, but we can compensate with that. So let's talk about the builds. So in terms of builds, we have a few things that we can run. So I want to talk about the 2 styles of builds that we have here. This is going to be the W max build. So this one's going to be like an R, W, Q, or E preference, and then passive max last. The reason I say we max W in this particular build is because we actually don't have any SP regen outside of Stray Jacket Sneakers. So since we don't have any SP regen, spamming Q is just really not feasible. So it's a kind of a sample build of what you can do, where we really just max out our CDR and just go try to be as tanky as humanly possible. But in terms of builds that do use the SP, we are actually going to run the builds that we were given by Piemaster. Piemaster gave me this build to try on stream, which if you're not following, I heavily recommend. Twitch.tv/Tomsorcer. Feel free to leave a follow there. We stream every day. We'll be streaming probably, a little bit shortly after this goes up. Alright, probably not shortly, but you get my gist. You could check it out. It's a good place. But yeah, Piemaster did give us this build, and this is the one with DSP regen, and I think this one's more in line with what I think Lenox should be in. This gives us all the SP regen we want. This gives us max SP. This gives us a skill lamp percentage and a lot of tank stats with Imperial Crown, and just a ton of what's it called, a ton of just survivability to our kit. Gives us that those stats that Lenox really thrives in, which is the max HP, the amp, and the SP regen, which is kind of everything we really want on Lenox. I think this is going to be more in line to what we're going to be seeing Lenox go into in the future. And something you may be noticing in these builds, a common theme here, is the Gleipnir. Gleipnir is easily the best whip on her by far. It is a 2-zoner, 3-zoner at max, and it is super easy to make. I mean, just look at this thing. It is 58 attack power, 35 flat up. It's extremely good. Of course, the best slot item is going to be the Cattle Ninetails if you can get it. But, Gleipnir by itself is generally fine. You should be trying to get a Win Whip and get the blood whenever you have the opportunity to get the upgrade for Gleipnir whenever possible. Other things to note is that Myth Helm is a very good item. In this particular build, I probably stick with the Imperial Crown. I do think this is best in slot. But with the other build that we showcased, the tankier one, Myth Helm is just a straight up upgrade over the Tac Ops. And then from there, I kind of leave everything else the same. Maybe replacing this with Nichiwa if you do find it along your route. But that's kind of like just the two builds I want to showcase with Lenox. I do think that she's going to probably see some more refinement in the coming days, and we will see people just really fine-tune her. But we just like, there's so many different variations of the builds. I see we have like one here with like Sunset Armor, drop near being nice for the SP as well, giving the max SP in the the percentage amp, and a little bit of defense onto as well. I just don't think it's as good, but it is easier to make, which is why a lot of people do opt for it. And it's just a good item to get early, kill somebody, and just replace it with maybe their Shifa Shah Jahan or Myth Shield or whatever they have for their arm piece. That is just a strict upgrade, right? So that's kind of just it. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be more to like really go on about. I mean, this is going on for 12 minutes now, but overall, great character. I'm genuinely impressed. Nimble Neuron has released some pretty bad characters in recent times in terms of power level, but Lenox is just kind of sick. She's really fun to play as. She has a super unique playstyle that's kind of just given to her. She has a very fun routing. She feels like she has a lot of options she could go on. There are other weapons you can use, but they just do feel a little bit worse. But overall, I think this character was a fantastic release. 10 out of 10. Good job, Nimble Neuron. I am proud of you. This is easily going to be a character people are going to love for a very long time. So, yeah, good job. If you guys do enjoy the video and you like the gameplay you're about to see, leave a like down below. Leave a comment of what you want to see next. We're this close to covering every single character in the meta series. We think we have about 2 more to go, and then we'll start probably updating them with more recent builds, routes, and meta changes, so you guys can do better in your own games. If you are interested in doing better in your own games, we actually do coaching now over on the Patreon. It is not limited to the Patreon. If you are interested in that type of stuff, you can join the Discord and we can talk about it there. You can shoot me a DM and we can see if you're interested in just coaching in general, however you think where you stand and where you want to improve. We could just figure things out. Yeah, this is gonna be all for me, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the gameplay, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Appreciate it. Okay, main building spawn, poggers. Oh god, am I gonna do the battery, am I? Oh, no, it's happening, isn't it? Am I getting my typical Avenue curse? Oh, no, guess not. Where are my fans? Hello? How is this? Can't really expect less? Yeah, I mean, I'm not really complaining. Very sick. Well, that's kind of annoying. I mean, I'm still leaving, but that's still really fucking annoying. I have to find it along the way. I'll go into forest after, I guess. That's probably the idea here. Now, question if I can find anything else at this point. And there's a good chance I know the answer to that already. Oh, I didn't mean to pick that up. The beach category is somebody starting here? We did find a sounding metal. Okay. We already should be fine to make our one. We just need the fan to make the Gleipnir. All your fans are in chat, silly.
1분 후 항공 보급이 도착합니다.
I mentioned, I told them how you mentioned how much you love Dustin videos and the champion release faster. Here's the funny thing, I don't play Dress. I don't like him. Like, it's not like my favorite go-to character or anything. I just love his design. Like, his design is really fucking good. It's hard to say Thresh from a design standpoint. Because it's easily one of the best. Yeah, the earliest of your life. Oh wait, it's not even night yet. XD. Fishing would have gotten you a true. We're not RNG gamers. You know what? You deserve to play me there. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. I forgot. This is 100% accurate. I doubted the fishing, so I didn't get it. Alright, what if we just sit on the wind whip and we just casually get a VF flood?
새 금지 구역이 지정되었습니다.
I swear to God.
사망했습니다.
Okay, that was actually really good damage, though. You know what? I can't hate. That was some pretty fucking pog damage. Like, we landed everything there, and that man just kept moving that ulti. Did we just get double motor? We did, okay. That was free-ish? That was kind of free-ish. That was kind of dope, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a big fan of the events that took place there. So where do you have to actually get things to school? Hospital's gonna close out, which kind of sucks, but... Oh no. How? Here's the world? Not you. Nah, there's no world, right?
사망했습니다.
Imagine level 6 Jukai not doing W burst and HP. You know, you aren't wrong. That's it's kind of the sad part. It's imagine the universe, right? You just passed a lighter? Wait, I did? I swear to God if I go back for this and you're trolling me. I swear to God, Shadow. It was on the floor by wolves? It was at what? I know you're trolling me. I know you're trolling me. I swear to God, I'm gonna trust him. It's like I know I'm getting trolled. This man's gonna spam every fucking variation of Keck W. I'm trusting you this one time. The area battle. I know I'm gonna get kicked. Oh, hello.
생존자가 사망했습니다.
Why are you playing Shoichi, you idiot?
생존자가 사망했습니다.
Why are you playing that character? Are you dumb? Imagine playing that character. Look at what's a pathetic build. Nerd. Oh, there's a lighter. I don't need any more, thanks. Shoichi has a nerd Keck W? Shoichi at all. Yeah, I'm fucking with this W max though. Wait a second. It's speaking to my soul right now. Alright, you know what? Change of plan here. We don't need Ash anymore. We're actually just gonna go walk to get this tree, get a meteorite later. Shoichi before is fine? No, he doesn't. He's still fine as is. I'm just eating shit. The characters in terms of number is fine. His routing is just some of the worst thing in existence. No, he didn't get nerfed that bad. He really didn't. It's just a routing issue. That's not changing. The character's numbers are fine. I don't want to see him get buffed in numbers. He'd be cracked, but it's literally just... Yeah, exactly what I was gonna say. He's too cookie cutter. He does one build, does it quite well. I'm still in the pass level. I kind of like this passive, man. Okay, so... I'm missing a good chunk of things. Like all the things. I'm missing an iron sheet, which I could probably get off wolves to be quite honest. And I'm missing a monk sword. So this is simple. We're just gonna walk into archery range. We're going to kill his wolves. We're gonna get a free meteorites. We will no longer need our sword of Shah Jahan. We will have an auto arms. You understand, chat? An Emma? Please land an ulti, Tom. Why am I bad?
누군가가
We will walk away because we suck. Man, rip those chickens. Any whiffers in the chat? Ooh. Well, let me tell you. I'm right here, buddy. How are you? Ah, more chocolate cookies.
1분 후 항공 보급이 도착합니다.
What's up? No wolves, VF blood? Hog? Not gonna say no, no. Definitely not gonna say no to that free handbag. More of this. Big fan of that. Pick you up.
생존자가 사망했습니다.
Is that about hitting the odds while sending a message? True. Definitely not wrong though. That guy is stronger than me by a decent margin. All those healing potions, man. I'm higher mastery, but I'm down items.
생존자가 사망했습니다.
I ain't chasing me, bro. Okay, nice W. I just want the wolves, man. That was actually active.
새 금지 구역이 지정되었습니다.
I'm gonna go do these. Out. Ah, I see you are on a mission, friend. Nice ulti, buddy. This is just silly. He was up on items too. We have no right winning this. Oh, we actually have good items. Never mind. Nice honey card. This was a interesting fight to say at least. Also, wasn't there a fucking Ruby on this before they despawn? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Anyway, I don't want to be here. I'm sorry. Some weird ass whip off. Yeah, it was something to say at least. Also, I still need this monk's robe and temple's clothes off. I'm getting this feeling. Okay, never mind. We're nuts.
1분 후 항공 보급이 도착합니다.
Well, we do need iron sheets. Pretty bad. I don't think we're actually gonna be able to find a hammer in this grand metal. Can we fight a Dylan without ulti? Probably not.
누군가가 루미아 섬을
I think we do this. Can we do this fast enough? I think so. No, not the rat. Nice ulti, dude. Okay, good ulti damage. Okay, that was... Thank you for the build, buddy. I was a little bit on the clean side there. That was just a teeny bit clean. I kind of want you. Give me a citrus cake, buddy. You no longer need a gemstone? Yeah, we don't need anything anymore. We're good. We got lighters. We got fishing locations. Chat. It's time. Wait. Oh shit, where the fuck is Wick? Wick is still alive and she's in Avenue. Wait. Chat. Chat. Oh shit, I'm gonna run out of stallion medals though. He's in forest? This little shit. Alright, fuck it. We do have to start getting components if we want to try and go first though. So I need... Okay, I got the whip. Finally, fish is what I came for. Why are people happy, dude? He's in frickin' chapel. I swear to God, Wickline. Okay, I should probably go to beach to find a stallion medal first. Yo, MTL Spider, thank you for the follow, friend. Maybe we can check out more locations.
항공부,
Okay.
항공 보급이 도착합니다.
Is it Stallion metal, correct? Yeah, okay, I'm not stupid. Okay, cool. I'm a cover agent. Alright, I'm out. Yo, Tom, that was me. I can't believe I'm sorry. Please remove this part of the message before I send you PayPal later. I understand. Is that guy just on a white weapon? Or is he doing one of those little things? You can't hot top anyone. It might hit you. It's done. I'll make sure to remove the message right away. I got you, bro. Before I send it. Don't you worry. I understand. You have a fan by any chance? Dude, okay. Okay. Cool. We have what we need. Yeah, whips.
새 금지 구역이 지정되었습니다.
Get rid of you. Make some meat sound real quick.
생존자가 사망했습니다.
That helped. Ooh, okay.
생존자가 사망했습니다.
Rats everywhere.
3명 남았습니다. 누군가가
Let's go, boar.
지배하고
Don't you dare rat my game out.
생존자가 2명 남았습니다.
Motherfucker gonna steal my kill. How you think you are? Stupid hammer dog, though. Crap, this guy killed. I do none of you have bloods. I know that's probably shouldn't be a question I should be asking, but you know, just why? KS Firebore? What constitutes a rat?
항공 보급이 도착합니다.
People that just run away and only come in for kills. Just straight ratting. Scotty time? Fuck a Scotty. Winning this game time. Alright, where did he kill Wick? Wick's in Chapel? Maybe he didn't take the blood. What if he didn't take the blood, chat? You think there's no way you're not taking the blood, right? What? Blood, 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 blood? That's cool. Chat! World's first. Bloody Ninetales. Ah. So beautiful. Let's go, chat. What's the build ID? I don't know, dude. Can't say I know. Probably somewhere there. Does she stand a chance against the board? Oof.
지정되었습니다.
I don't know, board matchup kind of hard. I just lost half my health from a single auto attack. That is a very monka. He's respecting that ulti big time. Alright, good. That was a little fucking monka. Holy shit. That Jackie has been a rat jam. That guy's been fighting. What a hero. Okay, I think my ultis are going to be up way before him, though. This is going to be a hard one. He's running to my food, which is the annoying part here. Where did he go? I'm gonna fish before the zone closes. Just guarantee myself some food. Frag buff? Yeah, that hit real hard, let me tell you. We're definitely gonna be taking some time here, but it kinda is what it is. Oh my god, fucking Buddhist Aria. Not another VF blood, I don't care. We had the camps, so we didn't know if he was covering your entrance. He's over in the corner. Extra fish off the fishing pond.
지정됩니다. 보안 콘솔 수령이 임시 안전지대로 설정됩니다.
Did you win the previous one? I did not win the previous one.
좀 쉬자고 무리했어. 이게 이번 일인가?
So, I think what's happening here is we wait out the Jackie passive. Kill off all the animals in the area, make sure Jackie passive's down. It's not gonna last too long because they're small animals. I don't want us to fight him with a fucking full-on steroid. Considering the fight's so damn close anyways. Ah, you would respawn, wouldn't you? Oh, Alcy had Wick Line. Wait, why is he waiting? Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna avoid him. That Wick Line... Fuck. That Wick Line's gonna be really annoying to deal with. Oh. Claymores, huh? Hey, Tom, can I get my free BMW? Dude, absolutely, my guy. So all I need to do is type exclamation free BMW for your free BMW. But first we have to deal with this guy. First, we do need to deal with this guy. Meaning, I need console. I need to know where he is. I need to keep track of that stupid Wick Line timer. Exclamation free BMW. Yep. This guy does seem... This is where we wait out the altar.
금지 구역이 지정되었습니다. 보안 콘솔 주변이
Gotcha, bitch!
안전지대로 설정됩니다. 1분 후 임시 안전지대가 해제됩니다. 서둘러 주세요.
Easy.